the Austincast. Hey, welcome to the Austincast, episode 2. It's been about, I think like 4 days since I uploaded the last one, and I recorded that one the day before I uploaded it. So, this is the second episode. Welcome back if you're watching again. I gotta say, I was a bit surprised by how many people watched it and watched the whole thing. It got like 13 views in the first hour, which is weird. Because I only sent it to like 8 people. So, thank you for watching the last one. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support I got, all the feedback. I harbor no ill will towards anyone, except for like 3 people, but I won't tell them that, because I don't want them to know. Anywho, I have this episode might be a little more structured than the last one, because I have a few topics at hand, and I won't have a 20-minute introduction to myself like last time, so I won't be doing anything like that. Just topics and stories and anecdotes and maybe a little bit of crying here or there. So, the first thing I would like to talk about is a little movie series called Trolls. My good friend Brooke asked me if I could talk about it on my little video. So, I have a little interesting, I guess, take on Trolls. I should say I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the new one, World Tour. So, Trolls came out like a few years ago, I think, and I think the vast majority of people, like, oh yeah, whatever, it's a kids movie. I think animation people on YouTube, like that community, I think they hated it or they loved it. It was one of the two. But while many people loved or hated that movie, frankly, it scared the shit out of me. I'm not joking. It's weird because I'm not scared of many things, but for some reason, the character designs of that movie, if it freaks me out. It freaks me the fuck out, man. I don't know why, but it does. Like, it horrifies me. They are really, really scary to me, and I don't know why. And, the first time I watched it, I was at my uncle's house, and his grandson was watching it, and it was like I couldn't look away because of like the colors and the movement, and like draws your eyes towards it, and so like I was like being forced to like look at these characters that scare the shit out of me. And I only watched 20 minutes of it before I left. And the second time I watched it, I watched the whole thing, and I watched it with my godson Liam. So I watched the whole thing, and it's all right. It's an all right movie. It's not really for me, because I'm not big into like musicals or music and stuff. But I can understand why people like it a lot, and kids like it and shit. It didn't freak me as much out the second time, but I would be lying if I said it. The character designs still don't kind of freak me out. I don't know why they scare me so much. They do. It's really weird. I don't know. It's like that. I think it triggers some part of my brain that just does not like small, colorful creatures. So yeah. There was one thing that kind of annoyed me with the Trolls movie, and the main guy character. I can't remember his name at the moment, but the gray troll, he's gray. Throughout the movie, the main female troll is trying to get him to enjoy music and singing and dancing, and he doesn't want to enjoy music or singing, dancing. He doesn't enjoy it. And he just wants to be left alone. So, as you can imagine, I identified with that character, because he just wanted everybody else to fuck off. He didn't want to dance. That's another thing you shouldn't. I hate dancing. I've never danced, and I never will dance. I don't like it at all. I don't understand it. and I get really pissed off when people try to make me dance. So at the end of the movie, like, they're really pushing him to do that, and he's like, no, I don't want to sing or dance because the last time I sung or danced, I killed my mom by accident. Or his mom died because of him dancing. Something like that. And I'm like, yeah, fuck dancing, fuck singing. Just be you, gray troll man, be you. But by the end, the main female troll seduces him into being like just like the other trolls and enjoying music and enjoying singing and enjoying dancing. So it kind of annoys me. The message of the movie is if you meet someone that doesn't like to sing or dance or like music, is force them to like it by any means necessary. So other than that, I'm fine with it. I don't hate it. I'm sorry, Brooke. I don't mean to talk ill of a movie series you love. I'm just talking honest about it, and I don't think they're bad at all. Like I said, I understand why people like them. It's just not the kind of movie for me. The kind of movie for me is like movies like Jurassic Park, The Invisible Man. Those are movies I like. I like kind of more sci-fi movies, or like horror. I like horror movies. Although, ironically enough, I've never been scared by a horror movie. I have been scared by trolls, though. Someday I might get around to watching the second one, especially if I have, like my godson or someone, or like a kid I'm watching, and put it on for them for like a movie. Or if like, I don't know, or if someone wants to watch it with me, and be like, okay, sure, I'll watch it. I'll give Trolls 2 a chance. I heard it's like Infinity War. Like they have to gather all the guitar picks or something like that to stop one genre of music from taking over all the other genres or something like that. I'm probably wrong, but I heard that somewhere, and I think that'd be funny if that is the plot. I suppose I should give the the top movie of 2020 a chance. So I actually bought The Invisible Man on Blu-ray today, and it's a movie I really like, and it's the last movie I saw in theaters before the world ended. It's really good. It's actually very surprisingly good. Um, I don't want to spoil anything about it because it's a good movie to see without knowing anything at all. But it's definitely worth watching, especially if you like kind of more. I don't want to say grounded, but more well done horror movies. Like if you like Get Out, I think you'll like The Invisible Man. Like if you like those kind of horror movies. It's not a horror. Invisible Man's not a horror comedy, but it's like a more realistic tone than say like the Conjuring movies or The Nun or Annabelle, like any of those movies. But the guy that directed The Invisible Man is going to be directing a Wolfman movie starring Ryan Gosling, I think is what I heard. So I'm down for that. I'm down to see him make another Universal monster movie. I think a Wolfman movie is a little hard to take seriously because I think werewolves are just inherently kind of goofy, especially like a Wolfman where he's not like full on like dog, where he looks more like a human person with dog features than like a full like wolf head. So, but I feel like if anyone can get that done, it'd be the guy that did The Invisible Man. And who knows, maybe there'll be a little tie-in thing, like if they try for a third time with the Dark Universe, which I don't think they should. Like I don't really see how how they could do an Avengers style movie, but as a horror movie. I think that would be kind of weird. I don't know how they would be able to do it and keep it a horror movie. Which is what they should. They shouldn't try to do the fucking action movies like they did with The Mummy. The Mummy was a horrible, bad, shitty movie. I hated that movie. It's so dumb. God. Oh. And I don't hate movies, but The Mummy, like the 2017, I think? Or 2018? I really did not like that movie. This is stupid. Like, the soldiers in fucking the Middle East are, like, wearing the completely wrong color uniforms. Like, they're wearing, like, green, like, forest camo in the middle of a desert, so they stick out, and not to mention, since it's darker colors, it attracts sunlight. So they'd be hotter than if they wore the actual uniforms like soldiers wear over there, the tan, kind of lighter uniforms. So it's really stupid. Like, when they do, like, little, it's like, I noticed a lot of little military things, because I was in Young Marines and shit, so sometimes like, stuff most people wouldn't think of kind of pees me off a bit, annoys me, because it's, like, inaccurate, but, that part in the movie annoyed me. And then, like, I hate Tom Cruise. I don't find him likable at all. He looks like a pathetic, insane man, and I think it's embarrassing that he's, like, in his 60s, and, like, his love interests have to be, like, 18 or some shit. Like, it's grody. It's grody and ugly. He's an elderly man trying to stay in his, um, low 30s. Oh, that poor Tom Cruise. Sorry. I'm a bit itchy, because, I'm like a magnet for mosquitoes, so whenever I go outside and there's mosquitoes out, I get bit, and I can't find my bug spray at the moment. But, yeah. I watched a movie today called, The Vast of Night on Amazon Prime, and, I liked it. I heard that there was a twist, but there was no twist, so whenever I expect a twist and there isn't one, I always get disappointed. Because I'm like, oh, I wonder what cool thing they're gonna do that I won't see coming, and then nothing comes, and either like there is no twist, or it's a really obvious twist, and I didn't realize it was supposed to be a twist. Like, that stuff, I hate it when that happens. It really annoys me. It's pretty cool. It's like an alien invasion story told from the perspectives of, like, random people, like a radio announcer in the 50s. So it's pretty interesting. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a pretty long movie, so, or I forget how long it is, but it feels longer than it is, because 90% of the movie is just them kind of walking around and talking to people. But it is funny to see, like, a 50s southern town, and, like, how they talk. It's really weird. Kind of off-putting, I won't lie. But I have traumatic experiences with that part of the country in the Midwest, too. I don't enjoy those places very much anymore. I'm yawning a lot because I'm tired of work. I didn't work today, but I've worked the past few days. And I'm working tomorrow. I'm working 3 places tomorrow in towns that are like an hour away. So, it's not too exciting. I don't really want to. I don't like going that far out of my way for work. But I'll be getting a big paycheck this upcoming week, this upcoming week I'll be getting a big paycheck. So, and I have more days off this week than I did last week, which is good. So, hopefully it won't be another stressful week of work. Hopefully hopefully be more relaxed. And I think I'll wake up as early. I think I'll wake up pretty early tomorrow, so my day gets done earlier. Yeah, I went to Walmart today to get, specifically to get glass bottles of Coke, because I like those, and I'm having a movie night later. So, I went to Target first, and I couldn't find them at Target. So then I drove to Walmart, which is right near Target. Walmart didn't have them either, so I just ended up getting like a 6-pack cans of Coke. But I was really upsetting because I like the glass bottles, and I thought those stores sold them, but I guess it's just Stop and Shop that does, which is annoying because the Stop and Shop is on the other side of town, so it is like I would have to drive by my house to get to it. I'm like, I just want to go home, kinda. I'm gonna try to make a point of stocking up on the glass bottles of Coke, I guess. Well, it's hard because like they're way more fragile than like bottles or anything, so you have to be a bit careful with them. Sorry, I'm just responding to a text at the moment. Mm-mm. So my birthday is coming up in October, which doesn't sound close, but it's really only it's effectively only 2.5 months away, and plus it's gonna like this summer's gonna fly by because it's already halfway through the summer for me at least. Like summer for me is June, July, August. I don't really count September as part of summer, so it's gonna fly by, and then before I know it, it'll be my birthday. So originally, I was hoping that the world would become stable enough that I would get to go to a town called Tarpon Springs in Florida, which is a town that has the highest percent of Greek Americans in the U.S. So it's like a little Greece, basically. The whole town is like a little Greece, and it's actually where my ancestors moved to when they first came to America. They moved down there for a few years, and that town was settled by sponge divers, which is what my ancestors were. They were sponge divers. So that, and it's in Florida, so they have like alligators and crocodiles there. So like that town is like, if it wasn't so hot, that town would be paradise for me. So I was really hoping I'd be able to go there, but Florida seems to be the new epicenter of the pandemic. So I'm not gonna count on the ability to have a fun week vacation there in a couple months, which stinks because it's my 21st, and I usually don't do anything for my birthday, especially over the past couple of years. So I was hoping that my 21st I could at least have a special birthday. But so be it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the whole week, of my birthday off of work because I can, because it's far enough out that I can ask for that. I'll be like, sure, that's cool with us. And I might even tell them not just my birthday, like it's like I'm going to a wedding that week or some shit like that, just so like they'll give me the whole week. And I think what I'll do is I'll have like, I guess like a staycation, but bigger than that. Like I'll go and I'll do all the stuff I've wanted to do. Unfortunately, it'll probably be too cold to go to the beach, but I can at least just like look at the water and shit. Then I can like go up to Boston and do some, like, even just walk around Boston is fun for me. And I haven't been to Boston in a year, so that'd be cool. Or almost, actually, yeah, no, I think about a year since I've been to Boston. I went to go see Miss Saigon, so have a fun time in Boston. Maybe even stay in Boston overnight, get a hotel room for myself, or share it with somebody that wants to go to Boston with me and hang out. And I can do that. I can get myself like a expensive gift. I buy stuff for myself a good amount, but like I usually don't get anything too expensive, so I gotta do that. Or I'll like people that want to get me gifts. I can do like, oh yeah, just chip in money so I can get something pretty cool. Something super cool and super epic for my 21st. And I don't like drinking. I really don't like being drunk. It's just, I don't know. I'll drink occasionally, and I'll drink a little. But I've never really liked being around drunk people. And drunk people tend to get very obnoxious. And I've often experienced with drunk people being guilted into, especially since I've got my license, being like kind of guilted into like driving them places because if I don't, they're gonna do it, and like I don't want people to fucking kill themselves drunk driving. And when you're drunk, you say things that you really don't want to say. You share things you don't want to share. So like, it's not in a state I wanna be in at all, really. But I think on my birthday, I'll probably get myself like maybe like a beer, not like a beer, but like maybe a case of Bud Light or some shit, and some more fancy alcohol. Like I'll probably get myself mead, Viking Blood mead or something like that, some other brand, if I can find it. And I'll definitely get myself some cigars on my birthday because I like cigars. And I'll get a nice hotel room with a balcony. Actually, I don't think hotels run. Maybe if I can find a hotel room with a balcony for not too much, I'll do it in Boston, and then I can just sit on the balcony and smoke cigars, which would be epic. Stuff like that, and then get a nice break from work. I don't know. So if you're watching this and you'd like to spend October 4th in Boston, hit me up, HMU, because it's something I'd like to do in lieu of not being able to go to Tarpon Springs. Although, just be aware that I'd rather you not get drunk. So, if you'd like to spend a night in Boston sober, then HMU. And not that, like I know, like, you guys are listening to this, and, like, it's cool that you guys drink and you guys get drunk often. Like, I don't have a problem with that or anything. Like, I'm not upset at you guys. Like, don't take it that kind of way. It's just, I don't like being around drunk people, like, often. And you guys don't get blackout drunk really often. Like, you guys usually are just, I guess, bubbly drunk most of the time. So, it's not, like, don't take offense or anything. And, Brooke, I don't even know if you've ever consumed alcohol, so yeah. Savannah, I've gotten drunk with you, so I know you drink. Although you don't. Although I should after saying all that stuff about being drunk and stuff, I should apologize to my good friend Savannah in Kentucky, who on her 21st birthday, I may or may not have drank too much Jack Daniels of too many different varieties and gotten blackout drunk at her 21st bonfire. It was a fun night. I just kept, well, when I get really drunk, my Boston accent comes out really, really bad. And so I was in the South with a bunch of middle-aged Southern people and Midwestern people, and I sounded straight out of fucking Southie. And I was talking about my favorite buffalo chicken pizza from my favorite restaurant, to the point where they made me buffalo chicken, and I ate rotisserie chicken covered in hot sauce while being very intoxicated. So, I do apologize for that nice night, Savannah, and that night was kind of the turn to me not wanting to drink excessively, because I wasn't really hungover the day before. I didn't feel good, but I wasn't, like, hungover. I would say that was the most drunk I've ever been, but unfortunately there was an incident after that where I got even drunker. But yeah, so I haven't been drunk in 8 months, I would say. Not since, like, I don't think I've been drunk since September, which I think was when I got really, 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 really intoxicated. Um, I don't, I don't remember that night pretty much at all. I remember Jake, my good buddy Jake. Me and him split a Kraken, which is 45 proof. It's almost 50% alcohol. Or no, it's 90 proof. It was 90 proof. 45% alcohol. And I drank a good amount of it, and I ended up throwing up on my work uniform, and I was asleep the entire day after that. So I know I asked him to make me a drink at one point, which is weird because I don't like mixed drinks at all. So if I asked for that, then that means I was really, really gone. That was not even Austin anymore. That was fucking some other person. Ooh wee. Something else I'd like to talk about is dating apps and how annoying they are. So recently, I've gotten back to. I mean, like I've gotten back to going on like Bumble and Tinder, mostly because I'm just bored and I want to meet new people. So, but I usually don't. I don't have good luck when it comes to dating apps, and I'm not good at really texting, like conversations through text. I think I shine more in personal interactions. So, like, I don't really get matches often, and when I do, most of the time, they don't respond. But recently, I matched with a girl on Bumble, and she spoke German, and I speak a little German, so our entire Bumble conversation was in German, which was really cool. I'm like, oh, this girl's really cool. So I added her on Snapchat, and she informed me that she was underage, so uh, that didn't go far. And then after that, I've had a few matches, but they haven't responded to me, and stuff like that. Although, I have a match on Tinder. Like, someone liked me on Tinder, and I've just been like trying to swipe to get to them for like the past 3 days, and I still haven't gotten to them. I think it might be a glitch if I'm being honest. That it says I have a like, because it's weird. Usually, the people that like you are usually further up in the page, from what I've noticed. Where it might just be a coincidence for me, but that's been a little annoying. And like, I want to meet new people, um, for I guess like for dating reasons, and also just like I'd like to make uh more friends. Um, Not that the friends I have are bad or anything, just to find people that have like someone to go has interests similar to me that my current friends don't share, like hiking or like camping. I think Connor. I think Connor camps, but I don't really have a camping buddy. Or oh, Jake might fish. Jake, let me know if you fish, because I want to start fishing. That and also just I don't know. It's cool to meet new people, new perspectives and stuff. So which is why, because like I'm better at like meeting people in person and making friends that way. But when it comes to just online stuff, like it's weird. I am not good with online interactions at all. and I'm trying to figure out ways to meet people. And I've been since I moved back home because I'm not in college anymore. So it's not like I run into people my age very often. When I do, it's usually that they're working like cashiers and waitresses, and it's like I just think it's kind of rude to like I don't know, like talk to or like flirt with someone while they're working. I just think that's kind of rude and disrespectful. And I'm not like the type of person that goes like clubbing or anything, so I can't really meet people that way. So I've been trying to figure out how to meet new people. It's been rough, so I'm not really sure how to do it because it's not like I meet people through work really, and the people I have met, it's like I guess they're around my age, but I don't, I don't know. I haven't really clicked with anyone at work, friend-wise, and it's not like I see them often or anything. It's not like Edaville, where like I don't know. Maybe if Edaville opens back up and I can pick up a day there, try to hang out with some of my coworkers there and stuff like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard. It's not something. It's not my strong suit, but I mostly just kind of want. I don't know. Like I'd like to date because I think like I want to go on dates. Like 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 go out to dinner or like walk around the Plymouth waterfront or walk around the canal, stuff like that. Like fun romantic shit like that to do. Like that stuff like I've always wanted to do, but I've never had good luck with relationships. So I I mostly have just kind of settled on at this point in my life. I'm not really like ready for relationships, I guess, or I'm just not meant to be in a relationship at the moment. Stuff like that. Uh, if, if this had a wider audience, I would tell all the single ladies to HMU, but all the ladies that watch my podcast are my good friends, so I guess HMU if you want. I don't know. Either that uh, or create like a GoFundMe so I can get one of the mail order brides from Eastern Europe. I don't know. That would work. That would be pretty cool. I mean, it's unethical, but you know what? Fun things are unethical. So don't let ethics get in the way of a good time. That's what I tell people. So I'm gonna move on to a different topic called I think of something off the top of my head and I start talking about it for 20 minutes. So this time it will be I'm going to talk about colors. So my favorite colors are purple and olive green, which purple's a pretty common favorite color. A lot of people I meet, they say their favorite color is purple. But I've never met anyone that said their favorite color was olive green, and I think that's a pretty neat color. And you can probably tell my favorite color is purple, considering the necklace I wear every day, and the necklace I've worn every day for the past uh, year and a half is purple. But olive green you might not be able to tell. And olive green's always been a color I've liked. And I think it probably stems from my interest in the military way back when. Although, I don't know, colors are weird, because, the only color I can say that I outright don't like is yellow. I don't like yellow. I like pink. Pink is an alright color, I would say. You know what, I'm gonna be honest. This color conversation isn't going as far as I thought it would. I'm gonna move on to fashion, you know? Colors to fashion, I think that works. So, the way I normally dress when I'm not in like a work outfit or anything is a t-shirt and basketball shorts, which is a traditional fat guy New England attire. So, but that's not like how I like. I mean, I wear it because it's comfortable and easy. But like when I want to look like how I like to look, I wear like jeans, boots, and either like in wintertime I'll wear a jacket, or I'll wear like a t-shirt and then like a little button up that's unbuttoned over it. And I used to really like hats. Like I used to be obsessed with hats, but lately I just haven't been able to wear them. Like it feels uncomfortable, and I'm not 100% sure why. I don't feel comfortable in hats anymore. But yeah, and there's some things that kind of annoy me because like up here you can't really wear cowboy hats. Like you like if you wear cowboy hats up here, like people think you're a bit weird. So, and I love cowboy hats. Like I've always liked the look of them, and I like wearing them. But I always feel self-conscious. Even when I was down south, I felt self-conscious, and down there, like the people wear cowboy hats. That's a normal thing down there. But up here, you get looks and shit. And if there's one thing I want, I don't want people. I don't want to be noticed. So it's annoying. And like I have a few cowboy hats I want to wear, but I can't really wear them out. And another thing is, I have a do-rag. My dad gave it to me. It used to be his do-rag, but he found it and he just gave it to me. And I like how I look in a do-rag. But I feel like if I wore a do-rag out, like I would get a bunch of looks. And yet again, that's like something like I don't want to get looks. So as much as I would like to wear a do-rag around, I don't think I will. And then like I have like a Greek sailor hat that I like to wear, but yet again, weird looks. The only time I can really wear that without getting weird looks, I think, is because it matches my pea coat, like my wintertime pea coat. It matches that perfectly. So when I wear those at the same time, it just blends together really nicely. Although it's never cold enough because that pea coat is heavy and warm, so it has to be like below 20 for me to be comfortable in that thing. And especially last winter, like there was only a few days below 20. Like fucking, we're not getting cold enough winters anymore for me to wear that thing. Which sucks because I love it and I love wearing it, but I don't want to be sweating. I don't want to be fucking sweating in it. God, I haven't. I just want another blizzard if I'm being honest this winter. I know a lot of people don't, but it's been so long since I've seen a good amount of snow. It's been like 3 years since I've seen actual snow, and I miss it. I don't like snow, but like I miss having a foot of snow around. And ugh, like fucking down south, like they got a little bit of snow, but it was like inches. It was inches. It was, I think, like the most snow IUS ever got while I was there was 4 inches, and the fucking school closed down. And it was so funny because when that happened, like I just got dressed and ready for class, and I just walked in to go get my breakfast at the cafeteria, and I look around, it's empty, and there's like signs on the like TVs are all displaying like school is or campus is closed for the day. Please return home. And it was literally 2 inches. Like like I I just thought it was funny because to them it was like, oh my god, like it's really bad, like we can't go to class today. But like I didn't even notice until like I saw all the school is closed signs. And I always thought that was the funniest thing. And down there they always justify it by saying, well, there's a lot more ice. There's a lot of ice, and some of the towns aren't developed enough to have paved roads. So a lot of people, like if a tree, I mean, like it's 2 feet of snow, but I mean 2 inches. But like if a branch fell, then like that's like they have to remove it, and they can't really leave. So I always thought it was funny. 'Cause, I mean, I would say it was a bit icier down there than here, but it was nothing, and like the whole like area was just like shut down. And oh, the people there down there, they got cold so quickly. It would be like, I remember one time I was walking around campus as I normally did, and it was 45 degrees out, and I was in basketball shorts, a t-shirt, and flip-flops. I was just walking around campus because I like to walk, and it's nice to get out, get fresh air. And I remember it was like, I think it was like 10 in the morning, and I walk by, and this girl is just like, I think there was some sort of track thing on campus or something, because I saw a lot of people running and stuff. But there was this one girl, and she was sitting on the sidewalk, and she was in full winter coat. Like, I'm not talking like a light coat, I'm talking like blizzard coat. And she was wrapped up in a blanket too, and she was drinking hot chocolate, and I walk by her, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's looking at me, and she's like horrified. She's like, what the fuck? I was like, come out, bitch. It's like 45 degrees out. Like, this is fucking summer weather, bruh. I mean, it's not summer weather, it's more fall weather here, but I love that memory. Just me just chilling out and her fucking bundled up like it's the fucking blizzard of 2013 or 2014, whenever that really bad blizzard was that hit, made Plymouth look like Hoth. Oh. And then I thought it was funny, so I would kind of go a little overboard, and in temperatures and conditions where I usually would kind of bundle up a little bit, I would just go in shorts. I remember one time I walked around campus in flip-flops while there was snow on the ground, just to fuck with people, because I thought it was funny. Ugh. That was the one thing I enjoyed at IUS, was being different, coming from a different area. It also made me more interesting to people, because they're like, whoa, I don't know where New England is, but that's like different from here. Ugh. I'm sorry. I talk shit about people from down there too often. It's just, oh, there's some people down there that are just, they just make you want to blow your brains out, honestly. Like, oh, and they met, like before I left for college, like, I never really met anyone that was, like, racist. Like, obviously, there were, like, edgy kids in high school and middle school that would say racist things, but I wouldn't say they were actually racist, or they were, like, racist for, like, a year, and then they feel like, they realized they were being fucking idiots and changed their ways. But I remember I went down there, and I've always been someone that's in the, like, offensive humor, so I would make, like, just offensive jokes, and then people would laugh, and then, a lot of people made racist jokes, primarily towards people of African American descent. And I didn't think anything of it at first. So I'm like, okay, it's just edgy jokes, it's just offensive jokes. But then, started to realize that they were genuinely racist and really did not like black people. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I remember, I was in, one of the girls I was friends with, me, her, and another girl were in a drive-thru at Taco Bell. And she was talking about Obama. And she was talking about how it pissed her off that there was a black family in the White House, because black people aren't as smart as white people. This is legitimately what she said, and I was like, holy shit, that is so fucking racist. Like, it is insane. It was weird. It was weird talking to, like, these people. And the thing is, like, all the black people at IUS, they were cool. Like, I like, none of them were, like, assholes or anything. Like, usually, like, just with people in general, usually, like, you run into assholes, but, like, I never really ran into anyone of, African American descent there that was an asshole. They were either really nice or just minded their own business. Which is weird, because it's just, like, weird, like, you hate these people? Like, these people are cool. Like, these people are nice and cool, and, like, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, why do you hate them? And I know it's just, like, shit from the Civil War, lingering and shit, and then it's just, like, down there, people are just fucking more racist. But it was just so weird to see and interact with. And the same thing with, like, homophobia, too. Like, my whole, like, I don't know, I never thought, like, people being gay was, like, weird or anything. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was genuinely confused why gay people couldn't get married. Like, I'm not joking, I'm not trying to make myself sound, like, super, like, progressive or anything. I legitimately was confused why two men or two women couldn't get married. And so, I always thought gay marriage was, I don't know, I just thought it was not weird, it was just, like, normal, I guess. And, obviously, gay marriage has been legal in Massachusetts since 2004, which I'm shocked that it didn't get legal till 2004. But it's essentially been legal pretty much my entire conscious life. And I've 90% of the people I know are gay, or in the LGBTQ plus community. So to me, like, that's just like normal. Like, I don't think anything of it that's weird, or like it will be normal in a few years. Like, to me, that's just normal. And to a lot of people, to most people I know, that's just normal. But I remember down there, like, they were talking about it, and they were like, you got like people that are openly homophobic. You got, we're like 20 years behind down there. I think people are like openly homophobic. You got people that think gay marriage shouldn't be legal, or they think it shouldn't be called marriage. And I remember I was talking to people, and they're like, yeah, like, I think by the time our kids grow up, people will see it as normal. I'm like, what? By the time your kids grow up? Like, I remember this was so genuinely confused. I was like, I thought that was just normal. But, I'm in a less progressive part of the country. And shit like that, I don't know. It was always so weird to me. Oh, God. And with the transphobia, God, oh my God. So, the end of my second year at IUS, I was in student government, and there was a certain member of student government who I did not get along with at all. His name was, I don't usually like saying names, but I'll say his name because he's a fucking cunt. His name is Joseph Bortka. Joseph spelt Josef, Bortka spelt Bortke. And this is the most arrogant, racist, homophobic, transphobic cunt ever. Like, damn. And Jesus, like, he would always wear a fucking suit, like, every day. Kind of looked like a Trump, if I'm being honest. I'm not just saying, like, he legitimately looked like he could be related to Trump. This guy's just a fucking asshole. And he's like a weird, like, I always got a serial killer vibe off of him. And everyone I knew thought he was funny. I'm like, this guy wasn't funny, he was just an ass. But so he lobbied, or he tried to, he presented a bill on student government that basically was, because there were signs kind of around campus to promote, like, supporting people that are transgender, like, using their preferred pronouns and shit, which is cool, like, so what he argued was that those signs and there was an all-gender bathroom too. He argued that the signs were limiting free speech, and that we should also get rid of the all-gender bathroom, because it made people uncomfortable. Now, first of all, I remember I told him, because he tried to start an argument with me because I didn't support him. Well, technically, he tried to start an argument with someone else who is not very good at arguing, and who is a bit more, I mean, I'm shy, but she was, like, really shy, she was really reserved, and she gets really anxious when she's put in these situations. So he started to try to argue with her. So I was like, oh no, you fucking don't. So I jumped in. And this guy, and I was like, if you want to fucking argue with me, buddy. And so his argument was that by promoting people using preferred pronouns, that limited free speech. And that's literally what he thought, or what he said. I was like, you fucking dumbass. I was like, they're not forcing you to say these things. They're encouraging you to, because it's just respectful to these people. Like, like if someone approaches you with like a transgender woman, they say, and like you say you use like he, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I identify as a woman. Could you please use she? Then if you like, you don't really have to agree with it. You just like it's just respectful to oblige and say she, and that doesn't really harm you in any way. And the school's not forcing you to do that. But he was arguing that it was limiting free speech. But I was like, but what you're doing, what you want to do, would be limiting free speech because you would make it because like if he got his way, it would make it so you wouldn't be able to use your preferred pronouns. You would have to use if you were um, genetically a female. I don't know what like if you were born like with female genitalia, then you had to use a she. Like people would have to refer to you as she, which that is legitimate. That does restrict free speech because like you're telling these people they can't be called what they want to be called. And then to get rid of the all-gender bathroom, which is so dumb because there was one bathroom on the entirety of campus. The most inconvenient bathroom, mind you, the one that no one really used, was an all-gender bathroom. And it's like most people like the 90% of people didn't give a shit at all. Like I never even used it, but I don't give a shit. I mean, I can understand why people would feel comfortable because like I understand why, and I don't think it's transphobic for people to feel uncomfortable like with someone like with all gender bathrooms. Not even like a transphobic thing, but just like I would feel uncomfortable using the same bathroom as a girl like at the same time. But like it's not like that's all the bathrooms. It's one, and it's like it's fine. No one cares. I didn't care. It was like him and then like two other people were upset about it. So it started this huge fucking drama on campus. Like all the Spectrum, the LGBTQ plus organization on campus, were coming at us, and then like he was the only one in student government that was like that, and we were like, okay, this is this guy. We don't support this at all. And so, and then this not only was this guy doing this, and he was being so like that, but he was actively being an asshole to people on campus, to the people at the coffee shop next door. That's like in the next room over to the student government office, to the point where I was assigned to do an investigation on him. I had to do an investigation on a fellow's fucking student senator. So I like interviewed people that had been complaining about them, asking him what specifically what he did, and he did some kind of inappropriate things that I don't really feel like getting into at the moment. But to the point where campus police had to get involved a little bit, and not this made fucking local news, made Louisville news, Louisville metropolitan news, and Louisville's a pretty big city. So when the student government vote came up, we had 100 people in attendance when every other student government had less than 10. And like before that, like not even like half the people in student government wouldn't show up to the fucking meetings. But at that, we had over 100 people there to watch, and there was the university like campus news, there was Louisville news, there was Albany news. We had campus police. We had a whole bunch of different organizations there. And when this is going on, this guy had the fucking gall to come in dressed in a fucking green outfit and say that he identified as a tree. There's like I have pictures. I have I think I have the actual article too. I think I saved it. The paper article. I'm like, oh my god, it was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. The only one watching this I would remember would be Savannah. And yeah, Savannah, you can remember what the fuck that was like. But I don't know. But it didn't. The thing he voted for didn't get passed. Like he was the only one to vote for it. He actually ended up getting kicked out of the meeting too because he was being inappropriate. He was being very, very offensive. But Jesus, oh god. And the funny thing is, during that whole debacle, I realized that because during that time, like I went from like not really doing much to like I was like pretty much just the representative of the student government. Like I wore every time I went out, even if I wasn't doing student government stuff, I always had my student government badge. So anyone that had questions or concerns could walk up to me. I would dress fairly professionally, and like I talked to a lot of people, and I talked to a lot of students attending that wanted to voice their concerns, and that like on both sides too. Like I was fair to anyone who had concerns, and so that, and I remember like the leader of student government, he was like, Jesus, Austin, you really fucking stepped up. It's like, yeah. And I remember that was when I realized that, like, oh hey, if I wanted to, I could actually do politics. Like, I think I've been put in an actual political situation, and I've handled it really well, which is funny because I didn't leave politics because I couldn't do it. I left it because I didn't want to do it. Because at the moment, because I was really proud of myself. I was like, holy shit, and an actual, I was being an actual politician for like 2 weeks. It lasted 2 weeks, and then over summer, I realized like I don't want to be in these situations. I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to constantly be getting myself pissed off at other people and having to argue with fucking dumbasses over stupid shit. Well, I guess it wasn't stupid shit, but like you know what I mean. And like, oh, and it's so weird. It's so weird because I feel like I chose to stay at IUPUI, the other IU campus I was going to transfer to, and like if I did that, like if I did actually work in Indiana government, God, who knows where the fuck I'd be. I would have gone, but I think I'd rather a life. I don't know. I don't think living a life in politics would have been healthy for me. So even though I could have, I was in a better position than I think most political science students were to actually get a career in politics. I think I'm still glad that I chose not to. And it makes kind of an interesting story because I don't think I've ever told anybody this about like the actual political situation outside of people that were there at the time, like Savannah. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny that I was I was like I was like you can't, I'm doing like a little like inch thing with my hand right now, but I was like that fucking close to being to actually legitimately going into politics and having like a legitimate career there. And it's just like it's just something I don't think about often, and that is kind of cool. So that's an interesting thing for all you people listening, because I don't think I've told any of you this either. I think I just told I think I just told you guys I didn't like it. I don't remember, but yeah, no, I was fairly close to actually being in politics, and I was in politics. Jesus, oh god. Oh well, that situation's done and over with, and I'm glad I'm never gonna have to face one like that again. Hmm. Damn, it's already almost been an hour. Let's see, what can I talk about for 2.5 minutes? I can give you an update on Dobby. Dobby's been napping the whole time again. I purposely started doing this while she was asleep, just because I think it would be easier to have a conversation while the kitten wasn't jumping all over the keyboard or meowing into my ear, trying to get my attention. Oof. Yeah, and you guys are still watching this, just let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about, and help make the podcast less me going and. But to be honest, a lot of the stuff I talk about is stuff that's just on my head. I'm pretty much just talking to myself, honestly, but like it's stuff I want to talk about. But like I don't know, just conversations that I wouldn't really have otherwise. So yeah, just let me know anything in particular, and I'll talk about it because I have nothing better to do really when I'm Not at work and when Dobby's asleep. Alright, well, this has been the second episode of the Austincast, and go fuck yourself.